Zu tomba wo tomba ni zu so zu le tomba ni. Tsongkhapa was a Mahasiddha. We're gonna recite his Doha today, just to inspire ourselves. I think it's important to come back to what we are doing here on this journey. Come back to the original motivation, and always nice to inspire ourselves, especially when we delve deep into the kind of philosophical, the abstract kind of getting like that. Then it's very important to connect to this human mind, one person's human struggle, which is Lama Tsongkhapa's journey. So I just thought we want to do a short meditation before we really dive into today's subject. I have been, reflecting on his journey, especially early on. He was exactly like us. Perhaps each of us has our own version of struggle, but anyway, I just thought it's good to reflect on his human journey and see if we can relate to our own journey. See if we can go into a little more experiential, story-based, contemplative meditation. Find a posture of stability and ease. The posture expresses both stable refuge and surrendering with ease and comfort, and the openness of your heart with bodhicitta, why you are here, why you are joining today. See if you can soften your heart toward all sentient beings. Allow breath to fill your body. Connect to the present moment. See if you can allow the motivation to come up to the surface of your awareness. May this meditation on Lama Tsongkhapa's life awaken in me the same unshakable resolve to understand the truth and benefit all beings. May I follow in the footsteps of the great masters, seeking truth not for myself alone, but for the benefit of all beings. May this meditation open my heart to compassion and sharpen my mind toward the wisdom. So once you became an embodiment of this clear motivation, now bring to mind the figure of young Lama Tsongkhapa with a little bit of pointed nose. That's how they describe historically. A brilliant scholar yogi. He searched tirelessly everywhere, this ultimate view through every corner of Tibet. Buddhist philosophy, he studied deeply and widely in the monasteries, debated with a sharp mind, observed all teaching available around that time. He meditated in the mountain cave. Just imagine, young Lama Tsongkhapa is in mission. And yet, even with all this, he felt something was missing. The view of reality, what exists and how, remained still elusive. I want you to connect his human struggle. See if you can see his human struggle mirroring your own. We too grasp at certainty and find contradictions, doubts, confusions, all this. Now let yourself feel that the same hunger, achy hunger for truth, that same longing for clarity. Where in your own life do you struggle to see clearly? Where do you sense the tension between appearance and reality? With humility and deep yearning, he turned his teacher, heart teacher, who is his heart teacher, the wisdom bodhisattva, Buddha, Manjushri. He has a special teacher. Then Lama Tsongkhapa asked him directly, "What is the correct view, teacher?" But the real good teacher doesn't answer, only guide one to find oneself. He said, "Go you must purify more deeply. Go into retreat in Orca. Do prostrations, mandala offering, confession practices, clear away the obscurations. And then the truth may dawn. Feel this instruction not just as his, but as your own. See if you can reflect on your own journey. What would purification look like for you? What habits, what obscuration might be blocking you from seeing clearly? What might you bow away, cleanse, or let go of? You as a practitioner, how do you practice the purification and the accumulation of positive potential every day? Those two things we are doing every day, day by day, to whatever extent or scale. Then now visualize Je Tsongkhapa entering a retreat in the solitude of Orca, solitary with a handful of his disciples. Around that time, he already had lots of followers. He was teaching. Actually, there was a conversation, cute conversation between Lama Tsongkhapa and Manjushri. Manjushri said, go and do a retreat. But Lama Tsongkhapa hesitated. Oh, I have a teaching job. I have to teach. Otherwise, Dharma gonna kind of degenerate or something. Then Manjushri said, what arrogant. You need a purification. Then Manjushri picked Lama Tsongkhapa, the disciple, 8 disciples. Then they entered this deep retreat, deeply devoted, engaging in millions of prostrations, mandala offerings, purification practices with tears of sincerity. His body weary, yet his heart unwavering. Can you imagine? Feel the power of perseverance and trust that by purifying the heart and mind, wisdom might dawn. Now reflect for yourself what obscuration or habit blocks my understanding of reality. What do I need to purify, let go, or surrender? So after such a tremendous effort, perseverance, one night Lama Tsongkhapa dreamed of the great Mahayamika masters. 5 of them appeared, shining with wisdom. Among them was Buddha Parita. In the dream, Buddha Parita placed his text gently on Tsongkhapa's head, an intimate transmission of blessing and insight. That dream was so vivid. Have you had that sort of dream? Very vivid, clear. The next morning, Lama Tsongkhapa opened the very text, same text, and read the passage. Suddenly, like lightning splitting the sky, understanding, clarity, certainty of understanding burst open. Can you imagine? He saw, he found. What did he find? Of course, it's beyond the word, but emptiness and the dependent origination, inseparability of that. This Nagarjuna's passage, that which arises dependently, we explain as emptiness. That emptiness is dependent designation, dependent origination. This is the middle way. That's what we are discussing in the main subject here on this journey. But anyway, he was very clear about that point, especially dependent arising. Dependent arising is like a profound key to understanding both emptiness and how to achieve liberation. Then what did he do? He sang the Doha. He sang the song praising, far out. Buddha, thank you so much. You taught one thing, best thing you ever taught. This is it, dependent origination, dependent arising. Then he composed the text or the hymn called the praise to dependent origination, honoring the Buddha as the one who unequally, Buddha is the only one who taught this, unequally taught this sublime truth. Buddha has many qualities like body, speech, and mind. Among those three kind of qualities or activities, what's the best? Most profound is the speech qualities or speech activities. Then among various speech activities, this is it. Dependent origination is the best thing ever you taught us, you showed us, demonstrated us. Of course, we are going into this more deeply, but to feel the insight in your own mind right now, as if you are Lama Tsongkhapa, just discover this mystery is solved. Because things dependently arise, they are empty of inherent existence. Because things are empty, they can arise dependently. Even you can bring something from your own life to mind, perhaps a person, a challenge, or even your body feeling. See how it is dependent arising, which means made of parts, for example, cause and conditions, relationships, like a parts and whole, and most profoundly, mental imputation, your own mental imputation. See if you can see a little bit even glimpse into this truth. Where is it? Can you find this ultimate core, fixed essence there in you or everything else? If you cannot find it, then that's called emptiness. Empty of inherent existence. Yet it arises clearly, vividly, interdependently, right? Alive. It's not nothingness. See how it has no independent essence, empty yet vividly appearing and functioning. So this is called the middle way. You started to have a little understanding, at least intellectually. Middle way is free from two extremes, extreme of eternalism or extremes of absolutism, or free of the extreme of nihilism. Joy of the realization, joy arises. Feel the joy of that discovery as if you yourself are tasting the same nectar. Homage to the teacher, the perfect Buddha who taught dependent origination, free from two extremes, the supreme protector of all beings. Now let's recite the praise to dependent origination. The hymn expresses Tsongkhapa's deep gratitude to the Buddha for revealing the profound teaching of dependent origination, which is the key to understanding both emptiness and how to achieve liberation and enlightenment. This Lama Tsongkhapa's ecstatic poem, hymn. So just go back to that contemplation. So he just finished praising Buddha ecstatically, and just take a few moments to soak in his realization, rest for a few breaths in quiet gratitude perhaps, or inspiration, blessing for the Buddha's wisdom, or Lama Tsongkhapa's perseverance, and for your own unfolding journey that brought you here today. May Lama Tsongkhapa's realization awaken within me. May this seed of understanding, even the glimpse, tiny bit of glimpse I had today, grow stronger and stronger within me. May the wisdom of dependent origination guide me on the bodhisattva path for the freedom of all beings to dispel the unnecessary suffering from this world, from this galaxy. When you are ready, gently return to your breath, your body, and to present moment. Little bit long meditation, but hope it carry the flavor of the human struggle, longing for the deep understanding of the ultimate reality, and the grace of transmission, making it deeply experiential and embodied for us practitioners on the same journey in fact.